Hello and welcome to your daily crypto news. I'm so glad to be back on regular schedule here, 2 videos a day. We're about to start pumping them back out again. I was on vacation last week. It went pretty well. Got a little bit of time at the beach, a little bit of time with the family, but I'm glad to be back. Maybe going on vacation had something to do with the markets tanking. I don't know. I don't want to put it all on my back, but maybe it was all my fault, but I'm back again. So don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button for us. Subscribe to our channel. We are doing a $500 Bitcoin giveaway. Going to be starting July 1st. Also, I did a live stream last night and I got a little confused. Apparently, when I do the Google Hangouts, I also have to have my YouTube page open so I can see the comments on there. I thought they'd be coming on the live stream and they weren't. So really sorry if you guys watched the live stream and made some comments. Just know I didn't miss them on purpose. I thought I was there by myself. Then I found out that all my people were with me and it made me feel a lot better. So also we're trying to come up with a name for our community. I'm thinking Bit Squad. I think Bit Squad could be pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you guys like Bit Squad. You know, FUD TV has the FUD Nation. Ian Bellina has Crypto Fam. There's all kinds of different names for the different communities. Our community is the best one, so we need a good name. So let me know if you like Bit Squad. I think that's probably what we're going to go with, unless you guys hate it. So, all right, let's jump into the markets. The markets pretty much suck, as we know. Bitcoin is at least over 6,000, but barely. The market cap is 254 billion. Bitcoin dominance continuing to rise at 41.1%, which I really hate. My portfolio, even though it's all in altcoins, it shows how much I would have in Bitcoin if I switched it all over, and I'm just watching that number drop. So that's not a good thing. I'm watching my altcoins drop, and I'm watching my percentage to Bitcoin drop, and I don't like that. So I'm sure you guys don't like it either, but just understand we are in a cycle right now. We will bounce back. I can't give you a timeline. I don't know when it'll be. But as you can see, everything in the top 10 is down today. We have Tron at number 9. It was at number 10 there for a little bit. It looked like Tether was going to catch Tron. Tron is moving towards its Independence Day, but it has actually passed IOTA. Tether is at number 11. We just still are having this battle between IOTA, Tron, Tether, and Neo for what's going to be the top 10. So just very interesting to keep your eye on. So as we can see, Centrality and Basic Attention Token have had pretty big bounces today. Archain, Dragon Chain Cash, CryptoNext, and Lisk, which I'm coming out with a review on here in a little bit, have all had decent days today. Obviously, the vast majority are losers. We look at the biggest losers, Game.com. If you guys see anything that looks like this right here, it's most likely a pump and dump. So keep that in mind when you see a spike go really high out of nowhere. Chances are it's going to go right back to where it started from. The vast majority are coming in about the 2 to 7% loss range today. So, you know, it just feels like piling on at this point. So let's check out the news. Are public ICOs coming to an end? What does it mean for the average investor? And basically what this project, or what this article is talking about is how the rise of airdrops and the rise of private sales have led to the decrease in public sale ICOs. I don't think that public ICOs will be coming to an end, but I think that we will just see a bigger diversity in the way that people are raising money for their projects. We also have security tokens, though, as I've talked about many times with Polymath, will be a platform to launch them. That's going to be really big probably for 2019. I think towards the end of 2018, if we start to get bullish again, then we will see security tokens making a pretty big rise. But I just think we're going to see a diverse way that people raise money for crypto, the same way we see a diverse way that people will raise money for anything. So it is pretty interesting. I do think that it can help with the image of ICOs for there not to be so many because people just think they're scams. So this is a picture of a race car. So I do live in Georgia, but this is not a NASCAR shill, if you will. A lot of NASCAR fans around here. So if you are looking at this image, hopefully you can see what I'm getting at. A symbol for Stratis, the logo, a sponsorship for this car. This is not an actual NASCAR car per se, but this brings me to an interesting point that I've talked about before. I would love to see more advertising for crypto. So good job, Stratis, on getting your logo on this car. Or, I don't know, maybe the driver, maybe it's not paid. Maybe the driver owns Stratis and wants to pump it. I don't know. But I do think that it will be good for crypto to see more things like this, maybe like the Super Bowl commercials for Coinbase. And, you know, during soccer matches, maybe we can see some different cryptocurrency logos. I think it would be so cool to see billboards for cryptocurrencies. That would be awesome. So they've got a billboard in Los Angeles asking LeBron to come to the Lakers. So hopefully they will have a Bitcoin billboard trying to tell the moon to come to LA, which would be really nice. Even though I don't live there, a lot of my friends do. They're actually having a meetup without me. I can't fly cross country on a whim. But anyways, so moving on to Waltonchain. Waltonchain, another partnership. They've reached a strategic partnership with Fashion ET. It is basically, it was known as Fashion Chain, and what they're trying to do is track fashion products on the blockchain. So Waltonchain will develop an exclusive traceable child chain under its public chain for Fashion ET. The child chain also happens to be Waltonchain's second child chain, the first being Friar Chain. All the anti-counterfeiting traceability information of fashion products on the Fashion ET platform will be recorded on the child chain of Waltonchain. So this is going to be able to make sure that high-end fashion products are authentic, which is really cool. We know VeChain has been talking about they're trying to do the same thing. So I think that anything in the supply chain world that Waltonchain is able to branch into and get partnership with is great news for Waltonchain. It is, I love VeChain. I also love Waltonchain. It's really hard for me to pick my favorite. But as you know, BitBoy did buy or did spend 10 racks on VeChain. So we do have that going on. Blockchain, 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 blockchain. Spend 10 racks on VeChain. My coin love to get gained. EOS ranked #1 in Bitcoin or in China's new crypto rankings. As you remember, we reported on this when they did their first ranking. I didn't even know they were going to be doing a different one. In the past, they added, they had 26 cryptos. They've added a few more. And if you remember, they only did coins, so they didn't do tokens. Well, EOS has just launched a mainnet. So I'm assuming now that it is going to have its own coin, that is why China added it to their rankings. And they've actually ranked it #1. So very interesting amongst all of the EOS FUD that China has now ranked EOS up there with Ethereum and Neo. If you remember, Steemit was, I think it came in at #2. That one actually fell down out of the top 5. But Lisk and Stellar are also in the top 5. Bitcoin continues not to be ranked very high. Last time they were tied for 13th. Bitcoin's now coming in at 17. Verge was actually tied with Bitcoin. It dropped down into the 20s, which was good news because, hey, who doesn't hate Verge? So thought they were ranked really too high on the first one. So Nano. Nano has now launched their wallet for iOS. I believe I'm going to be doing a wallet review on this here in the probably tomorrow. I will do a wallet review tomorrow on the Nano wallet. That's a promise. So I'm going to download this and send some Nano over there and see what happens, which means first, I'm going to have to buy some Nano. So I've been sold out of Nano for a long time, but man, it's so low. It's hard not to want to get a few of those or maybe a lot of them. We'll just have to see how much I get. Probably not more than a couple $100 worth, but, you know, who knows? I might get risky. So here's some screenshots from the wallet. As you guys know, there are 0 fees with Nano, so I'm very interested to look into this, and I will be doing it, like I said, tomorrow. So that's a promise. When I make you a promise, I always stick to it. So Tron. Here is some more FUD about Tron. Developers plagiarize code from other crypto projects, researchers allege. So what these researchers are saying that Tron did is they went into files of other open source projects like Ethereum, and they basically stole the content, and then they changed the file names. So they had to do some digging to find these similarities, and this is what I'll say. Who cares? It's not really plagiarism, right? I don't think it is. I think, like, isn't true plagiarism like an offense, like a felony? You can get in trouble for it. You steal someone's intellectual property, and then, you know, you could get sued for it. I don't know if with an open source project, if you can get sued for taking the files or using them. I'm not a coder, not a developer. Maybe you will tell me different on that. But I just don't think at the end of the day, this is a big deal. You know, I mean, how much do you think Pepsi stole from Coke when they started? I believe Coke was around before Pepsi. But, you know, in the business world, we see this all the time. So if you can take something else that someone has done and you can make it better or you can improve on it, then what's the big deal? That's what I say about this. I don't think that this is going to affect this project. Who knows? It might even make it better. But I think this is just more FUD thrown at Tron. Tron's constantly getting accused of stuff like this, even if you go back to their white paper. So, I don't know. Maybe you'll tell me I'm wrong. Maybe you'll tell me this is a huge offense. If you do, drop me a comment below. Love to talk to you about it. But I think this is just more FUD for Tron. So, speaking of Tron, Odyssey Coin, which will be on the Tron network, they have officially added an exchange into their roadmap. So Odyssey Coin is basically a sharing community coin, if you will. You can kind of think of like Uber or BNB. Odyssey Coin wants to be something that pulls the entire sharing economy together or creates its own sharing economy. So just very interesting that Odyssey Coin will be adding an exchange element to their roadmap. So last story, kind of a fun story. Akon, the rapper known for his hits Mr. Lonely and Smack That, amongst many other hits that he had. He's 45. I didn't know that. He's getting up there in age. But he wants to build a real-life Wakanda, and he's going to come out with his own cryptocurrency called Altcoin. So you may not know this, but Akon is from Senegal, and he basically wants to build a Wakanda-type environment right outside of the Senegalese capital, and I think it's really cool. We'll see. If it moons, then Wakanda will probably be pretty nice. If not, it'll probably look busted. I don't know how well Altcoin will do. It's called a coin. And so, doesn't everyone want to create a coin these days? But anyways, I digress. Thank you for watching today's video. We're so happy to be back. So happy to be giving you guys the news. It was a little challenging trying to make videos in the hotel. I had to make one out in the minivan one night. It wasn't good. So that's my wife's car. As I told you guys before, I've got a Dodge Challenger. It's pretty sweet. Maybe I can make some videos in that thing. Like Crypto's News is always driving around doing videos in his car. Maybe I'll do that one day for you guys, and maybe I'll hit the gas on it. Not as fast as a Lambo, though. But anyway, guys, appreciate everything. Let me know what you think about Bit Squad. I think it's pretty cool. And until next time, that was your Daily Crypto News.